Sunday, it is July 21st, and I'm Chris Allen. Check, check, check. 1, 2, test, test, test. Oh, it's still working. July 21st, Sunday morning. Good morning. I don't know why, but it's just, I guess because of the moisture and the rain coming back in. It's been dry lately, and now my voice is trying to adjust. But anyway, here we go. It is a Sunday morning. It is July 21st, and the Plano cam showing a cloudy start this morning. So when you head out to church or wherever you're going, it is going to be mainly cloudy. There will be a few times when the sun does shine. You can also see a little bit of a breeze out there this morning. Here is the view from downtown. And we're seeing mainly cloudy sky, but it does look like a little bit of sun is breaking through there. And at times today, it's going to be a little sun and a lot of cloud cover and a little sun. And then we will see a few showers trying to kick up here and there. Here is a look from the Wingate camera, which is located at I-65 and Scottsville Road. Mainly cloudy. You can see a little bit of blue sky in there, but overall it is mainly cloudy. Not really seeing that much in the way of shower activity. There were a few showers overnight, and most of those were to the east and northeast of us. I'll show you that right now on the radar, where the showers are located at the moment. They are still to the north and east, pretty much. Go in a little bit closer. Here's Bowling Green. And you see the showers up here toward, I don't know what that did. E-Town and north of Little, over to Bardstown, Harrodsburg, Danville getting a thunderstorm right now. Most of these are headed north, and this is along a warm front that is going to stall and become semi-stationary, quasi-stationary. Some rain over in Somerset, Richmond, Berea, over toward Jackson, Kentucky. A couple of little lightning strikes here and there. And this is the backside of it, where an area of low pressure is about to pass right over Bowling Green. And once that front stalls, we are going to see more chances of rain and thunderstorms coming up from our south, even though it's pretty quiet right now. We've got all sorts of little triggers that could happen today. One would be when the sun comes out, that would start to trigger more showers and thunderstorms. Not really anything severe, but some rain and thunderstorms. Then it could be the upslope of the hillier areas and the mountainous areas over in eastern Kentucky. It could be that boundary or old boundaries that are still out there. That could be a trigger point today, or just the area of low pressure itself. So we've got little triggers here and there everywhere, which could help aid in the development of some showers and thunderstorms on this Sunday morning, and especially as we get into Sunday afternoon. And here's the thing. Once we get started with these showers, as I have been mentioning on TV in my forecast and here on my forecast, once the rain start, then the chances of rain are going to be every single day this week. Every single day is going to have a chance of rain in the forecast. At some point, you're not going to get missed. It is going to rain on you. All right, let's check out the Kentucky Mesonet and all the reporting stations this morning around the Commonwealth. Temperatures as of 7:18. That's the current time that I'm doing this. 7:18 on Sunday morning. Upper 60s to low 70s, close to the mid 70s, and the humidity. You could tell this yesterday. The humidity has gone back up. So look, the dew points, upper 60s to low 70s, especially here in southern Kentucky. That is a result of the system, and that's helping bring in that Gulf moisture. And as you can see on the east side of that low, the radar showing that's where the majority of the rains are occurring. But as that boundary kind of wobbles back and forth, low pressure system, everything just kind of gets hung up here. We're going to start to wring out the atmosphere a little bit more with rain. It's going winds this morning, and you can see them how they're kind of rotating around the center of low pressure. You go from the south, then it goes to the east, from east, then it comes from the north, and then it goes to the south. Well, you can tell with that circulation, those arrows making almost a circle, that's where the low pressure system is this morning. And so on the east side of that low is where we're getting the best setup for rainfall at the moment. But eventually, like I said, others will start to get in on some of that moisture, and it's going to be quite evident that we're going to get more in the way of rain. Let me turn off the radar so you can see. Okay, so Grayson County, you picked up almost 3/4 of an inch of rain since midnight. Hardly anything here in Warren County, but up in Hart County, about 4/10 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch plus up in LaRue County, 1/3 of an inch up there in Hardinsburg and Breckenridge County, and a couple of places in central Kentucky picking up some rain. But everybody else, not much of anything since midnight. But like I said, we've got more rain on the way, a lot more rain over the next several days. And the good news is it's not going to come all at once, and it's not going to come so fast and so hard it's going to cause flooding. This is going to be kind of spread out over several days. Now, at some point, like up there in Grayson County near Litchfield, it may rain hard for about, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. And you think, good Lord, is this going to stop? And it does. So yeah, you're going to see some at some point. It may not be today. It could be tomorrow, or it could be Tuesday, or it could be Wednesday. At some point, you're going to get a rain that it's like, wow, the bottom just fell out and it's raining very hard. I hope we don't have flooding and all that. And then a few minutes later, it's over. That's kind of the pattern that we're going to see all week, every single day this week. And eventually the temperatures are going to go back up. Already the humidity and the dew points are going back up, but the temperatures with the rain and the clouds are going to hold off on going up this week. Every single day this week will be in the 80s, even low 80s when the rain is a little bit harder, like on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah. But then as we head into the next weekend, temperatures start coming up. The rain shuts off for a few days and we go back into the 90s. But those numbers are where we should be this time of the year for a normal end of July temperature. So here you're seeing the next 10 days, which will take us to the very last day of July, right there at the far right, July 31st. The day after that will be August 1st. Yeah, it's practically here, August. Whew. Isn't that crazy? Just to think about that. That's why they have some of these places like Hobby Lobby and some other places already have the Halloween stuff up. Next will be Thanksgiving stuff, then Christmas stuff. You know it's going to happen. It's going to happen soon. Okay, here's a look at the maps this morning. You can see the meeting of the systems kind of right over southern Kentucky, middle Tennessee. We've got plenty of intersections here. A trough to the north, a little short wave touching off those showers east of the low. Now here they've got the low around Nashville, but it's actually come up a little more into southern Kentucky since they worked on this map. But there's our stalled boundary. That will be the focus of more shower activity as we go through the day. Now it's showing about midday. Here's the boundaries. Low pressure system, low pressure system, and we're going to have these little lows travel along this boundary and just make it wobble back and forth. But every one of these acts like a well-soaked sponge that is soaked up like a big spill. It's got a lot of moisture in it. And each time one passes, it's like taking a very wet sponge and just with your hands and just wringing it out. And that's when you can get some of the heavier downpours. As you can see, they just keep coming. This is this evening. Let's go into tomorrow. Look, just sits there. And as long as it sits there, it's going to keep cranking out rain. It may not be a lot at first, but then it's going to be like some of you have experienced already. When that wringing out of the atmosphere happens, that wringing out of the sponge, then it's going to come down hard. And some of you may pick up a quick inch of rain. And then down the road, you talk to the farmer down the road. He's like, I didn't do that much here. I got maybe a quarter inch. Well, you got an inch. It's just, that's how it's going to play out. There's another ripple of low pressure and another bend in the front. This is Monday morning, afternoon. Now that for some reason they don't have the fronts and all painted in here, but that darker green along and east of 65 is where some of the heavier downpours may occur. More likely to get an inch in those places. Here we are Tuesday morning. Some of the chances back off a little, but then it comes back. And again, the fronts are not painted in here, the low pressure system, but they're around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Every single day, even into next weekend, every single day has that chance of rain going. And sometimes it will be hard, and sometimes it'll just be a little rain, and then it goes away. But either way, the clouds and the rain are going to keep us nice and cool in the 80s for the rest of the weekend and into next week. All right. Thank you all for watching on this Sunday morning. God bless you and have a